Dakota, we got a chance to talk to Deshane a few weeks ago, and obviously he committed to Georgia before you did. How much were you hearing from him about, hey, come to Georgia, come follow? How much was he in your ear about coming here?
Yeah, it was in my ear a lot. He stayed down the hall for me back at Mount St. Mary. So when he did commit, he made the post and things like that. Pretty much we talked about it and things like that, and why not do it again? Because they was in my final, and they was in his final because he committed.
Outside of Deshane, what else sold you on Georgia and the opportunity that you've got here?
Really the fit, and I also know that they was losing a lot of pieces and things like that, so it was good for me to come in.
What stood out to you when you played here, being in Stegman, playing in that game? What sort of stood out from that experience?
Being back home for me, because I'm from Georgia, so being back home in the atmosphere and Stegman, things like that. But we did play them over break, so it was kind of packed, but it was kind of packed.
A lot of new faces on the team this year, yours included. So if you could just talk about the chemistry and how you guys are developing through practice, getting ready for the season.
Me and Tyron been here since May. A couple guys, returners also still been here, and new faces. I feel like we're gelling pretty well. Things like that. We compete every day. Our day-to-day things to keep growing, take each day at a time.
What do you feel like has been the biggest adjustment for you since you got here to Georgia?
Pretty much the weight room. Coming in, I was pretty smaller than this. So taking the weight room more serious and things like that. I feel like that was the biggest adjustment.
You guys are going to have a chance to play against another team on Saturday. Just what do you want to learn about this group that you haven't learned already in the last couple of weeks?
How we would do it versus adversity. Being practicing things like that, but you never know what would happen, how we'll come back.
We had a chance to talk to Tyron a few minutes ago. What has stood out to you about his game and what he brings, especially as someone who's played in this league quite a bit?
Well, yeah, he's a leader. I'm always, this is my first year in the league, so I'm always ask him. I'm always ask Sally, Blue, and things like that who has been in this league. So, but he brings to the table the leadership. He's good. He's downhill. He can score and things like that.
When you look at your own game, what do you feel like are your strengths? What you feel like you bring to this team?
Shooting, scoring, things like that. I want to be a two-way player, things like that.
The fun stuff, shooting and scoring.
Any other questions for Dakota? All right, let's go.